choosing one of the best student laptops will often be one of your top priorities. Whatever subject you're studying, a portable device that's as comfortable to use in a library, lecture room, or at home. What specs your laptop needs will vary depending on what you're studying and want to do with it. For younger school students, affordable 2-in-1 tablet devices or Chromebooks can be the most practical solution. These are lightweight and perfect for note-taking and general web browsing. But college students may need something more powerful, particularly in courses in the creative fields. Those learning gaming and media skills will need powerful graphics cards and plenty of RAM in their systems. While photo and video editing, students may need a display with fantastic color accuracy and high brightness levels. To make it easier to choose, we've put together a list of the best student laptops based on our reviews. We've included some great value devices that suit many students' budgets. HP Pavilion Aero 13. The HP has come up with one of the lightest laptops in the market, the Pavilion Aero 13. The Aero 13 gets all the high-end features, usually only found in high-end laptops. The Aero 13 is much nicer than your typical budget laptop, with plenty of features. You're getting quite a lot of power in this device for the money. With its Aero 13, HP is trying to woo users who need a mid-range and portable laptop with a good performance. The new Aero 13 has all the ingredients required for a top-notch performance. The key attraction of this premium-looking laptop is its extreme portability. Design. The Aero 13 is the first in its line to be constructed of a magnesium alloy throughout the chassis. The magnesium alloy is lighter than aluminum, but more durable than plastic. The tight hinges keep the lid firm in position, and hardly let the lid wobble. The hinge design raises the back of the keyboard base off the table as you open it. Additionally, you can open the lid easily with a single hand, while the motion is fluid. At just under 2.2 pounds, it is considerably lighter than the HP NV13. And weighs less than Acer Swift 3. It's available in 4 colors: rose gold, ceramic white, warm gold, and natural silver. Whichever color scheme you select, you'll get a simple and attractive look. The overall look and feel are both excellent, and this design should appeal to the students and professionals. HP says the Aero 13 uses an all-new heat management system that includes a slimmer fan. Display. The Pavilion Aero is a 13.3-inch laptop that comes with 1920 by 1200 resolution. Its full HD IPS display and a 16:10 aspect ratio give you a more vertical viewing area. The screen offers a 90% screen-to-body ratio, making it look modern and aesthetically pleasing. You get a matte coating on the display that does an excellent job of reducing glare and reflections. The viewing angles are excellent, as is the contrast of the display. The 1920 by 1200 display is quite bright, easily surpassing 400 nits at maximum brightness. Performance. The Aero 13 brings the best of both when it comes to power and portability. It is powered by AMD Ryzen 5 5600U CPU, which provides responsive and powerful performance. The 16 GB of RAM is enough for running multiple software, and a ton of browser tabs simultaneously. There is a 512 GB of SSD, and they can be faster and more reliable in the longer run. It is also paired with an AMD Radeon integrated GPU, with 512 MB of dedicated VRAM. The Aero 13 offers a smooth experience for work, business, and study purposes. The Aero 13 is a delight to use, and it never paused or issued a complaint of any kind. HP uses a single heat pipe, a heat sink, and an average-sized fan for cooling. Keyboard. This full-size chiclet keyboard stretches to the very edges of the Aero's tiny body. Typing on this keyboard is enjoyable, and it gives you a close feeling to a Spectre or EliteBook. The keyboard is perfect for everyday use, and it's delightful for the price. The keyboard isn't backlit, but you have to pay HP another $20 to get backlighting. Touchpad. The touchpad is now 23% larger than the touchpads of previous Pavilion models. This medium-sized touchpad sits precisely in the center below the keyboard. The touchpad has smooth travel, a decent click with tolerable accuracy. Connectivity. The Aero 13 has a decent selection of ports, even by business laptop standards. On the left, you get an HDMI 2.0 port, a USB Type-A 3.2 port, a USB Type-C 3.2 port, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. You get a charging connector, and another USB Type-A 3.2 port on the right. The Aero 13 has the latest Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5 wireless connectivity. Battery. It is equipped with a 3-cell, 43 Wh battery, giving a long battery life. The Aero 13 comes with a 45 watts smart AC power adapter, in terms of charging. The real-world battery life is impressive, as it delivers up to 7 hours of runtime. Speakers. The audio on Aero 13 is handled by two speakers tuned by Bang & Olufsen. The downward-firing speakers provide a little better sound than other Ultrabooks. Webcam. The slim bezels on Aero 13 come with an HD webcam, with a built-in microphone at the top bezel. This 720p webcam is average, with decent color reproduction and excellent contrast. Operating system. The new Aero 13 comes with a pre-installed Windows 10 Home, with lifetime validity. You can freely upgrade to Windows 11 when available. Conclusion. The Aero 13 notebook feels premium, thanks to its extremely lightweight design. The Aero 13 brings portability, display quality, and processor performance for an affordable price. It has a good graphics processor and a premium design, which can be carried in your bag all day of the year. It also offers strong battery life, and a good selection of ports you typically don't see nowadays. This laptop brings a lot of premium features to the mid-range budget space. It's an excellent pick for students, or anyone looking for tons of style and portability at a great price. You'll be amazed at how light it feels when you first pick it up. If you are looking for a laptop in mid-range and premium alternatives, then Aero 13 is highly recommended. Specification table. MacBook Pro 14-inch. The MacBook Pro is 14-inch, the smaller of the two new MacBook Pros that Apple recently unveiled. It's a relatively compact laptop with a great selection of ports and lots of power inside. It's larger than the 13-inch model, and is now a liquid Retina XDR display featuring mini LED technology. If you're a creative professional, the MacBook Pro 14-inch is the best laptop you can buy right now. Design. The most noticeable design change is an almost 1-inch increase on the MacBook Pro 13-inch. This extra screen size offers you a much larger area to work on, without increasing the overall size. It makes the laptop look more modern, and lets your full attention fall on that gorgeous screen. But it means that Apple has managed to fit in a larger screen without making the actual body of the MacBook Pro any larger. Overall, the build quality is excellent, and there's little to no flex to the lid. Display. The screen is taller than before, and the resolution is now 3024 by 1964. The mini LED screen of the MacBook Pro 14 manages brightness values of around 500 nits. Colors are vibrant without oversaturated, and even motion is exceptionally smooth. The True Tone feature adjusts the white balance automatically to compensate for the light temperature. Videos look great, and it's a pleasure to work on a MacBook Pro 14-inch. Performance. Apple promises more power than the M1 from last year's 13-inch MacBook Pro refresh. The GPU core count is also up from 7 or 8 to 14 or 16. Memory continues to be integrated, but you have up to 32 GB, and it has a faster interconnect. Again, nothing is upgradable, so you need to make a big decision at the time of purchase. Keyboard. Apple has transplanted its new Magic Keyboard onto the MacBook Pro, so you get exactly the same layout. The entire keyboard is now black, which makes for a striking look. This keyboard eliminates the touch bar, adding a full-sized row of function keys in its place. Touchpad. Apple has also shipped large and solid-state touchpads for several years now. The touchpad works well, but there's no physical clicking mechanism. Connectivity. Many people will appreciate the return of various ports, most notably MagSafe for charging. You can still use Type-C ports to charge the new MacBook Pro, but MagSafe will be quicker. You'll now find 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports that support charging, DisplayPort video, and USB 4. You also get an HDMI 2.0 video output, an SDXC card slot, and a 3.5mm audio jack. Battery. The new 14-inch MacBook Pro could get through an entire workday without being plugged in. Heavy loads drain the battery, but there's no sign of throttling, which will be great for some people. Speakers. The speakers on the new MacBook Pro are impressive. Music sounded rich and full with reasonably good bass, and the voices in the video were crisp. Webcam. The 1080p webcam is also quite good but needs adequate light to work. The most controversial feature of the new MacBook Pro is its display notch. Conclusion. The new MacBook Pro 14-inch is an incredibly ambitious laptop in terms of hardware and design. This device is aimed at creative professionals who need powerful mobile hardware. In everyday work use, the new MacBook Pro is undoubtedly impressive. If you don't have any budget constraints and want the best, then this MacBook Pro is just for you. Specification table. Dell XPS 13. Dell XPS 13 is among the premium laptop offerings from the house of Dell. Dell XPS 13 makes it to the top of the list in many categories, like performance and sleek design. It's a good mix of both worlds for users looking for a laptop that can be used for work and play. The Dell XPS 13 is definitely not built for the masses. Yes, it's a premium product, demanding a premium price. Design. If there's one department where the XPS 13 can beat any laptop around its price, it has to be the design. It looks better than the MacBook range, or any other premium Ultrabook available on the market right now. The aluminum chassis offers sturdiness, which you can't expect from laptops sporting a magnesium body. The glossy Dell logo looks like a stylish brooch, adding just the right amount of sparkle. At 2.79 pounds, the XPS 13 is among the lightest premium Ultrabooks you can find on the market right now. Display. The XPS 13 comes with a 13.4-inch Ultra HD Plus Infinity Edge display, with 3840 by 2400 pixels resolution. The panel can offer a peak brightness of 500 nits, which is impressive. The 4K panel provides a 90% DCI-P3 color gamut. A neat addition is the anti-reflective coating that cuts down the glare from the screen. Performance. The XPS 13 packs the 11th General Intel Core i7-1185G7 processor. This device also coupled with 16 GB of LPDDR4 memory onboard. The XPS 13 comes in two storage versions, 512 GB of SSD and 1 TB of SSD. There's the Intel IRSC graphics card on board, for handling the graphics. The XPS 13 is a powerhouse, and easily handles multitasking during everyday use. Keyboard. The keys of the keyboard are much bigger, which helps in improving the overall user experience. The tactile feel of the keyboard is the best I have seen on laptops in this price range. The backlighting is bright enough for you to make out every key character in a darkened room. The power button integrates the fingerprint scanner, and it is blazing fast. Touchpad. The touchpad is regularly sized, though sensitive enough to get the job done well. Your fingers will glide effortlessly over the glass precision touchpad. Connectivity. There are two Thunderbolt 4 ports on each side, while there's a 3.5mm audio jack and a micro SD card slot. The laptop ships with a Type-C to Type-A connector, which comes in handy. Additionally, the laptop supports Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1. Battery. The battery on the XPS 13 is a 4-cell one that is rated at 52 Wh. The Dell XPS 13 usually lasted for over 8 hours of workday with a full charge. Speakers. It packs stereo speakers with 4 watts peak sound, which Dell claims are tuned with Waves Max Audio Pro. The XPS 13 delivered loud, relatively clean audio despite having bottom-mounted speakers. The XPS 13 is fine for watching movies or your favorite TV shows. Webcam. Dell managed to give consumers a 720p HD webcam, smack dab in the center of the top bezel. The 720p webcam does a great job capturing color. Operating system. The laptop runs on Windows 10 Home. It comes with a Microsoft Office 30-day trial offer, which users can do while setting up the machine. Conclusion. The XPS 13 laptop is an excellent example of what a performance laptop should be. The XPS 13 could be your perfect work companion, as well as for some binge watching. There are a few downsides, like battery life could have been better, and the port selection is limited. You can buy this device when budget and productivity are at the top of your list. Dell XPS 13's base price starts at $1,450, approximately 110,000 rupees. Specification table. To make it easier, we will include timestamps in the description below. If you're curious about the current pricing and availability, you can click on the Amazon link in the description. If you use that Amazon link to purchase, we'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. This support keeps this channel alive, and helpful content coming your way. You can also find a detailed analysis on our website, bestinlinealaptops.com. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video.